Good evening, everyone. Welcome to one more book launch event. My name is Mohini Khera, the host for today on behalf of Adhyyan Books. आशा करती हूँ आपको हमारे नए बुक्स के ऑथर्स से मिलना, उनको जानना पसंद आ रहा होगा। इसके बारे में हमें प्लीज कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताइए कि आपको कैसा लग रहा है। और आज हम जिस किताब के बारे में बात करेंगे, उस किताब का नाम है लिविंग बाय द लाइट। और जिस ऑथर ने इस बुक को लिखा है, उनका मैं नाम बता दूं। उनका नाम है मिस्टर काव्यस नारायण। एंड नाउ like I want to tell you something about my guest author so that you will connect easily. So Mr. Kavyas Narayan is a VP HR at Ultratech Cement Limited, brings 27 years of corporate experience and a passion for mythology. With master degree in HR, he honored with the state level medals. His diverse upbringing fueled his interest in spirituality and culture, reflecting in his book, Living by the Light. Narayan blend of professional expertise and spiritual depth inspire both in the corporate world and personal growth. So now it's time to know about the book. So you will get to know what is book is all about. So the book is like a special guide that helps us to live a healthy and peaceful life. It shares ancient teachings that your wise ancestor passed down to us. Through stories about gods like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Krishna, we learn about karma, the idea that our actions have consequences, and Bhakti Yoga, finding peace through devotion. I hope this book brings you a positivity and helps you to find inner peace and happiness. Let's journey together and learn these important life lessons. So let's welcome Mr. Kavyas Narayan. Hello, sir.
Hi,
How
yeah. Good afternoon, Mohini and viewers.
Good afternoon, sir. So, sir, congratulations. Your book has been launched on Amazon. How do you feel about that, sir?
Thank you, Mohini. And it is one of the bestseller nowadays. And launch event is happened very well. So I'm feel proud and excited. The same passion when I wrote the book. So after release, I had a much more passion.
Yo, sir. That's great to know that, sir. Now let's talk about the book and your story so that our viewer can get to know about your book and you better. Yeah.
Yes.
So firstly, sir, I would like to know how does your book explore wisdom from the Quran, sir?
Pardon?
Sir, okay, sir. I just want to know firstly, like, how was your childhood? Did you read books or you don't read books in your childhood
Yeah,
days?
of course. And I'm very passionate to read various books from my childhood till
Okay.
today. So I'm still child. So in knowledge point of view, I always read a books. Every week, I try to read at least one book, new book.
Yeah, sir. It's good to read a book, sir. It's really good, sir. Okay, sir. That's good, sir. I just want to ask you that which author is your favorite one? Like everyone has their favorite authors. Anyone?
My favorite is Robin Sharma.
Ravindra. Okay.
My favorite author is Robin Sharma.
Okay, sir. So my next question is, sir, what motivated you to write a book on living by the light?
See, the motivation, it is a like in a, see, writing in a book is one of the my goal previously. So, which subject I have to start? So that is a very important question came. So then I have decided all our roots are from in a mythologies. So then I start off in a thinking of in a mythology. So I am not restricted to one religion, one place in the world. So I thought writing in a book which can help an individual to read a summary of all mythologies. So
Yeah.
whether it may be in Hindu mythology, it may be in Roman mythology or a Christian mythology, Bible, and learning from Quran. and it learning from in a Jewish, so various aspects. So if you think about for in a one mythology, to write in a one mythology, at least we should write at least 3,000 books for in each mythology. So that is the biggest challenge. So to consist in all mythology in 150 pages, so it is a big task. And today nowadays no one have a time to read this much pages. So I
Yes.
made a some like in a summary, and for the younger generation especially, like this
Mhm.
book is main specifically I focused on millennials and generation Z. So at least the people knows that few mythological terms. The people next
Mhm.
they will do start in a read more, and they Google it. They will do the research. So what is about it? So
Yes.
otherwise, for new generation to spending this much time will be in a challenge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It you are very true. Like it's very difficult nowadays to invest time on reading a book. And as you told, like you have like a different mythology. It's not easy to incorporate all the things in a one book, but you did that.
Ex- Exactly.
Yes, sir. So
So
my
yeah. Tell me.
no, no, you tell, sir. Now you tell, please. You are saying something, sir.
Yeah. See, writing in one mythology, and we are all from in a Indian context. So Indian context will be having Hindu, Muslim, and Christian will be in a major communities. But whereas if you know that how the Egypt mythology, how the Greek mythology is,
Mhm.
so how the Scandinavian mythology, where in Europe, so all these things are very toughest task
Yes, sir.
to summary in 10 pages.
Yeah, it's very difficult, sir. Yeah, you are right. Absolutely right. Because there are lots of things and lots of things, and it's like it's arranging the things. It's very difficult. But you did in a good way, and you just incorporate all the things, and you just made the one book. So, sir, my next question is tell something about the book, sir. Like, which
Yeah,
was your
already I told this is a summary of in different mythologies, in the different religions, different parts of in a countries. So which I restricted to few things. So I restricted. You can go for in a endless countries, endless mythologies. But majorly I wrote in especially majority of the part will consist of in Hindu mythology, yeah, chapters. So then it comes for in other mythologies,
okay?
and especially it is I wrote in a very summary point of view. So the people can understand what it can be learnings, not
Mhm.
more than what happened.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So my next question is this, from for you. What is your favorite part being a writer?
Favorite
Part, part of being a writer, sir. Which
in
part?
this book,
In this
in
book,
this book.
yeah. Yes, sir. In this book.
So I like every single word. So I cannot say that this will be my favorite.
Okay. Like every part you like the
Every
most.
word.
Everyone. That's good, sir. That's good, sir. So, sir, my next question is from you. Is how your book "Living by the Light" is different from the other books, sir?
See, other books they might be focused on one mythology, in one mythology in one subpart only. So
Mm-hmm.
if you think about for in Shiv, if you have to write a book about Shiv, it we can write in 10 books. If you write about Vishnu, you can write 10 books. So minimum I am saying that. So like that, so the you can the material, whatever the material it is, this you can extract in a 150 pages, and it contains very summary and very precise, and especially for an younger generation to understand overall view of the mythologies and a little bit characters, and more learnings, how what are the learnings they can
Mhm.
adapt into the today's world. So that is the different from in other books.
Yeah, obviously, sir, because you will get learning is a very important nowadays, and if you get learning in a different parts in one book, it's good. And now, so my next question is like, what are the like topics? Basically, what are the topics that you have covered in your book?
See, I started a chapter within Trimurtis. It is an Hindu mythology. It is a divine trinity. It is an Brahma, Shiv, and Vishnu. Then it is a next chapter will be in lessons from in a Karma Yoga, and then
Mhm.
it follows a Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and lessons from in a Krishna. Then I wrote next chapter will be in Roman mythology with covering of in a Greek mythology also. Then Egyptian mythology, and Scandinavian mythology, and Islamic, and Bible, and Jewish. And this is what I covered in 150 pages. If you see this content, these chapters, we can at least in a to give in a 150 pages in this much content. It is always a big challenge.
Yeah, obviously, sir. That you told me that about that these like chapters. It's also seems very vast. As you told me that like you can't cover it in a 150 page. It's a very difficult task, but you did it, sir, and you did it in a good way.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, sir. So my next question is this: what made you want to write about living by the light in your book?
See, every you see that every mythology, every religion starts from in a light.
Yes.
So we all says that in a light is the one thing which can be see that light will clear the entire darkness. The darkness of each individual, it will be cleared if you are in a we are having a good knowledge and going in a good path. So that this will help us. So that's
Yes.
why now whatever the living by light. So so the light is when you go on road. So the you say that in a what you are doing, what you are done doing, it is a creates a karma, and what is the reflex. So how what all these things are and all these things will help us, especially for in a younger generation, like in a fifth class to 10th class student. If they know that these are the basics, this will
Mhm.
help us to in a growing as a better human being.
Yes.
So
They.
nowadays the people are in a focused of in a so many rat race. So but the reading of in any Puranas or any religious matters for any person, it will be people are not interested. So it is a hard fact. So now
Yeah.
to cover in a in a 2 3 hours time, the people have in a more curious. So when I sent to 3 4 kids books, so I taken a feedback. So they are in a more they are started seeing that book few characters. They are so
Mhm.
far they know that what is that cartoon characters. But if you see
Yeah.
that these are the characters, they know that if you see that Scandinavian mythology, so the Thor is a one hero. So they started in a Thor in correlated within movies. So lot of things are the kids are interested by seeing these characters.
Obviously, sir. Obviously, it's very true. Like we only know about some cartoon. Like nowadays, their youth are very like they want to see only the cartoon characters and that kind of movies who having the fictions kind of a thing and very fantasy type of movie. But your book is help a lot to people, like they will correlate with the good and they incorporate a good thing in their lives. So, sir, my next question is you. Like, can you tell us more about the divine Trinity and why they are important to us?
So, divine trinity. So for I told you starting, I first chapter is a divine trinity. So in Hindu mythology and Hindu religion, so we'll start within uh, main Trimurti, we call as a Trimurti, Shiv, Lord Shiv, Vishnu, and Brahma. So these are the three prime gods. The one is a Vishnu. What is the Vishnu? Who is a Vishnu? Who is a Shiv? And why
Mhm.
the who is a Brahma? So we know a little bit about the people, but why the importance? They are the key. If you see that the whole story, if you know that the Brahma is having a 5 heads before, as per the Brahma Purana.
Mhm.
So I'll tell you the story why they are important. So one day, so and they have fighted all Trimurtis are sit in one place, and who is greatest. So the first Jyotirling of Shiv, it is created, and he told yeah, he told Brahma and Vishnu, see, you can see the end. So then Vishnu went, and Shiva also went. So they have seen Vishnu is it is some years. You say that some yugas are passed away, but they are not able to see the end of the Shivling.
Mhm.
So when Shivling they are not able to end or in a start point, they are not able to trace. So Vishnu gave up and came to up. So when Brahma is also reached, and he asked that whether you have seen yeah, end. So the end or starts. So then Brahma told, I have seen. Ketki is a witness for that.
Mhm.
So where Vishnu says that I have not seen, and then Vishnu accepted that. So they are the you are the winner. So he done a shada pochara. So 16 upacharas. Then while touching feet of the Brahma, then Vishnu touched the feet of Brahma. Immediately Shiv is appeared. Shiv is appeared in the Bhairava form, and Jyotirling is the first Jyotirling is done. So then, yeah, it is a they found that it is a lie, and then Shiv is cutted the one head of Brahma. So that is the ego. So ego. So he is started cursing. So but Brahma is told prayed Shiva to apologize the
Mhm.
thing. So then later applies, and so there you have the Brahma who is the creator. The creator, he is he creates the all human beings. So he is having a rajasva, rajasva, rajasva. So wherever whatever he creates, it will have an end.
Mhm.
So our all human beings, it ends at a certain point of time. So that is the how the Brahma is a create Brahmas. Why we die. So this is the one more version of the people knows that. That is the
Yes.
one part. Number where which doesn't die. It is a called as a Atma. So Atma is in a it will goes to Vishnu. So the Vishnu is an Atma. So that's how the Vishnu will be there. So the and Shiv, you have a Shiv.
Mhm.
We can tell about Shiv is a some more. I can say that 10 hours I can talk about Shiv. So who is Shiv? Who is Shankara? So we can have in a lot of in a discussion in next book maybe we can talk. So the if you see that Vishnu is an again comes after that event. So the Brahma is not worshipped anywhere. The where the Kataki is the witness. So never will not do in a puja ke and kehte ki only at the Brahma's temple only they will do it. So Brahma temple also, you know that very few places in the
Yes.
world we have like a Pushkar and everything. So the Brahma is not worshipped where the Krishna is having this thing. So
Yes.
Brahma is very much important for in a creator. So then comes for in Shiv is having different avatars and is a preserver, and you see that in each avatar having a different roles in different roles to be performed, and as per that yug and kal, so he is done. So that is the where the Vishnu is there having different times different roles as a human being, this thing. And Shiv, it is a something will be in a, you can say that Shiv, it will be in a, he started and he is a destroyer and he is a creator. So you
Yes.
have in a sea and Shiv, Shiv is having another part. So all three together, you see that all human life, all three roles are very much important. So that's how the mythological view of an Trimurti is very much important. So all these three people belongs to in a, they will be in a, they call Adi Parashakti, the all Ma. So the Ma is Adi Parashakti. So that's how we talk about for in a Hindu mythology. All the these four goddess are very important.
Yes. Yeah, it's it's very like it's really amazing to know all these things from you, sir. And I'm very glad about it. Like the concept of that basically is clear to me now. Because every time there is every time I'm thinking about that, but now it's clear why this happened to all of us. Because we don't want any like our loved ones be we leave any our loved ones. We want to be like every time my our loved one is always with us. We don't want them to uh, facing the such kind of things. So
Yeah,
very glad to know that.
yeah.
So sir,
Whatever the creation does by the Brahma, it will end.
yes, so they create us.
Yeah.
Okay, so sir, my next question is how do actions and duty connect to the idea of karma yoga?
See it is an, you see that in Bharat, it is a Bharat, the India is a, we called as a Bharatvarsh. It is a karma yoga, karma yuga. So
Hmm.
karma's land. So we all believes in karma. So
Yes.
it is a simple is that whatever we do action, it is a good. Doesn't matter. It is a good or bad. For whatever we do action, for that we have a reciprocation. That is the karma. If you do for in a good things, it will comes to good things will come to you, and bad things will come to you also. So whatever you do acts, so it will come back. That is a simple funda what our ancestor tell us. Whereas we see to do it, so we have to have is something about a clarity. So
Hmm.
what we have to see, you say that in Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and now we are in all living in Kali Yuga. Satyuga, Satyuga is a very long where the Brahmas, all the goddess are there. So now you Kali Yuga. So the people will tell us. So whatever you does it, it will come back to you in a life, right? The karma. The karma yoga means doesn't sitting that yoga means the people will think about that you put a yoga mat and
Yes.
you do yoga. So that is not a yoga which I am talking. So the
Yes.
whatever you talk, whatever you does the activity, it will come back to you, and you try to do the good things, then you will come back to good things. So that is the what I am saying in a entire karma yoga. So how the understanding of the what is the karma yoga, what is the power of intentions, all these things are covered under this chapter.
Okay.
And like in you say that karma yoga, it is again the story of in Arjuna and Krishna. So
Okay.
in Bhagavad Gita, so that's a more more elaborated. So the bigger one of the good books should read. So that is a one Bhagavad Gita. So how Arjuna dilemma happened, how he is done. So this is a one more thing I have done. Second is that how that Hanuman, how he find the Sita. So these are the things I have in both Ramayana and Mahabharata. So incidents. So within, I'm not elaborated much in about what is the Mahabharata, what is Ramayana. So, but the people understand the characters. So the whatever the how he jumped, others they are not able to jump entire sea. So what is how the things are happened, how he believed. So it is a purpose. And especially when our toughest times comes, so the how to pass hard situations, that will help you in if you know how the what is the karma yoga, and how you will be applying in karma yoga in a family and relation, and how you will be in a karma you are uh, seeing at your workplace. So today our workplace also we have so many events will happen. So how the workplace karma yoga also will be happening. So that will be this thing, and also how the family relationship will affect and karma yoga karma, and how that's help in a community services. So these are the four and things will be in explained in a book. Also when you are know these all these expand aspects, so you'll be living in a mindful living. So that is the one part we'll be doing. So this is a little bit I'm trying to simplify as due to time paucity. So I'm explaining these are the things are in a karma yoga.
Yeah, like yes, it's you are saying like it's absolutely right, sir. But if people know about the karma yoga in a better way, so it will not help to improve the single life, but it's also help to improve our nations also.
Yeah.
If they really know what is karma is all about.
So if the karma yoga, the all the people are followed. So the managers are very happy. So the every employee is doing the work which they have been hired. So the managers will be very happy. So same thing, the way, kids knows it. So the parents will be happy.
Yeah, everywhere there is a happiness if we dedicatedly follow the karma yoga.
Yeah, yeah.
So my next question for you, sir, how does your book teach us wisdom and knowledge through yoga?
So, you see, I told you yoga is in a, I used Bhakti yoga and Jnana yoga, Karma yoga. But the second chapter will be in a third chapter, that is a Bhakti yoga. So, Bhakti yoga, what is in a Bhakti yoga once you come that? So, it is a more you see that in a path of a devotion. So, how you devote that your life and spiritual link, and it is a, like a beautiful song. And this is something bhakti yoga. So it is a love and devotion beyond the rituals. So you see the examples of in a Radha Krishna, how the what it is teaches. So what is in a teaches about for in a Radha and Krishna, it is a beyond today. It is not beyond the expression of in a love and bhakti. And you see that in another, that is a, everyone knows about Radha Krishna. So just
Yes.
now Holi is just uh, we have celebrated. So that is a that's how the people knows that in Radha and Krishna is in bhakti and love. The example. So what is that teacher? Second is that in this book I covered one more story. It is Prahlad. Prahlad the Hiranyakashipu. So if you see that Prahlad, if you he when he born, so his father doesn't like Vishnu. So the Vishnu he is a start, but he believes Vishnu. So he never, if father as a king, he gives lot of troubles to Prahlad, but he never stop the loving towards a Vishnu. So when he is when at the last resort, So in spite of when God is there, you see that in Prahlad, Narasimha Avatara, Vishnu is appear in.
Mhm.
So it is in. So you have another story for that. So you see that in a Prahlad, in any hurdles, any this thing, devotion is not left Vishnu. So that Vishnu is a appeared. So but how it will be there? Same thing. If you are in a, you are loving towards someone. So today, so you should not, you will devote anything, devotion you are doing for the people. So I feel that in a, you should not leave till you end. So that is a love and beauty of this chapter.
Yes. So, sir, it's really good to know about that. Like you also mentioned the Bhakti Yoga about in the book where you mentioned Radha Krishna and you related with the Radha Krishna story. And we all know about that. What is
Yeah, yeah.
bhakti and what is love is all about by seeing Radha Krishna's story. So, sir, my next question is like, what does your book, uh, what lessons does Krishna teach us as a divine teacher?
Krishna. So the, if you see that, the Krishna is a one of the Indian the Hindu religion. So the one Krishna is a one of the popular god and most versatile roles. So the Krishna where he is not there, the Krishna is in a childhood. So he is a naughty, and he is facing a lot of odds, lot of he is fighting and from the beginning, and he is not, yeah, when he is gone for in a teenage, he'll be in a romantic with people, and he is in a, when he is in a middle age, and he is started fighting increasing his raja. Second, he is started supporting for the people who is good for the people. So you have in a versatile roles. He is a faced in this world. So what happens in Krishna learning teaching is that, so you have anything. So he is a, one of the good scientists, and
Mhm.
you can say that science is a very much advanced in during Dwapara Yuga. So, and he is not one of the best pillars for best mentor. So you see that in entire Mahabharata, so it is the main key roles will be in so many people, but the Krishna is one of the person who influence the people, who gives the support, is the one of the good mentor coach. You said today we talk about mentor coach. So the he is a mentor and mentor for Arjuna, who knows that entire teaching is done for Dronacharya, but whereas he has to fight it, where he is offended to fight, he lost his morale, he is not having a courage. So Krishna is not living this. So not only that, so when you see that in this Jnana Yoga, it is seeking a lot of knowledge, and you see that in a, you when Amrut came. So I also wrote in so the entire milk version, it is Sarpa is there, Sheshu, and down Vishnu is become a turtle, a small turtle, and so he became Kurma Avatara. So that is a
Mhm.
Kurma Avatara. He is a created Vishnu. He's played it Kurma. So you see that in one side Rakshas, one side Devas. So the all these people are worked together and achieved that Amrut. So any teamwork also plays in a very critical role. So whenever you have in a hardships, hardships comes. So these are the things also I mentioned in Jnana Yoga, and also in wisdom. Also in this, I wrote one more interesting event. It is an writing of the Mahabharata.
Mhm.
So they had people knows that. So Vyash is wrote Mahabharata, but he is a dictator. But only thing, the person who wrote Mahabharata is Lord Ganesh. So
Mhm.
Lord Ganesh and Vyas had one condition. So whatever Vyas tells, so he should not, Ganesh should understand that, and he has to write it. The yeah, once someone saying, the people has to understand and write. So it is a one of the very critical part. So the entire Mahabharata non-stoply wrote by Lord Ganesh. So that is a one more thing. And uh, Sita, fire incident, Sita when comes back to, from in Lanka, Ram asked for in a go in a fight test. So that is also I wrote. And how this Jnana Yoga will help us. So one is, the first is that in any human being we say that you understand self. The self reflection is very much important for each individual, and learnings from in a collective wisdom. So these are the few things mainly focused in this chapter.
Okay. Okay, sir. So it's good to know about that. Like as you told, the different stories and related with the stories, you explain about the topics. It's really good. And like while reading these stories, we also connect. Like we have an idea about like what exactly is it, and even we know the creatures. Like we know about the Krishna, we know about the Vishnu, we know about the Shiva while reading your book. So, sir, my next question is how do Roman myths help us to understand life better?
Okay. It is one of the, so we ended this, I have ended these chapters with in Hindu mythology. Then I started wrote in a Roman mythology. So actually it is in a, you in the chapter Greek mythology characters also I mentioned. Okay. So like in a, you see that in a like Hindu mythology, so Roman mythology and Greek mythology also similar types of gods will be there, but the context will be different, the traditions will be different. So like in a Jupiter, the same like in a Zeus in Greek mythology is a powerful king like Zeus in. So that is the one more thing. So if you see Roman and Greek mythology, it is like in a fairness, bravery, and
Mhm.
like Juno. So the who is a Roman goddess. It is a Roman goddess. It is an equal for in a Greek is a Hera. So Hera is that. So where the how to protect a family, how the relationships should be maintained at one family. So that is a one more character explained very well. So in this chapter, also in a Mars, who is in a Greek mythology, Ares. So he also what is bravery, and from those things how we have to uh, mm, uh, how we have to learn. And also in a, you talk about for in a Minerva, it is a Roman goddess of Roman goddess, wherein Greek mythology is called as a Athena. So is a, it is a like an again it is a Venus. So again it is Aphrodite in Greek mythology. So how, what are the things are learned from in each character or each god, and how these are the things are mentioned in a brief, and how mainly in a my interesting person, interesting god in this entire thing is the Juno. So which when we are starting the how difficult situation as as a wife will maintain family together. Yeah, so it is that's one character will be in a very much interesting. So for me, and you
Okay.
see that in a it is an all mythologies having a similar learnings, but
Yes.
the way of in telling, because of maybe the nature, the culture of that country, the religion. So based on that might be a different, but I can say that all the mythology is an told a very simple thing only for all of us.
Yeah, it's all are talking about the same topics in a different way.
Exactly. So you say that I can say that you are wearing in a one brand to another brand. So second is that whether you are wearing in Indian to Western dress. So yeah, I'm not saying in that mythology. So it is a very simple way. So it is you are wearing a different dresses and a different way of the, but all protects us. Same way the all the religions will be protect the people and show the right path to the people. So it
Yes.
is a no religion, no mythology says that to do the wrong things. But only thing is that how many years that religion is there, how many years that mythology is existed. So based on that that situation, these things are in a road.
Yes. It's it's very it's very true, sir. Like you, whatever you said, it's very true. Like no one, no religion will teach you that do the wrong things. All are teaching you to do the good things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, sir, my next question is, what can we learn from um, Egyptian myth?
So so we all Egypt mythology today when it comes for us two things in our mind. One, Egypt, whenever we talk about Nile will come, and second is that pyramids and mummies. So these are the things will be comes under our mind. So you see that the people, it is a beautiful thing on Egypt mythology. It is a it is a surrounding in Nile river. It is a the people they believe they believe that in a life after death. You see
Yes.
that anything is there in mummy, they will keep all. You see that mummy happens, they will be having a teeth, everything with the gold and something is there, something. So the people believes in a life after death also. That is one of the beauty of this thing. So like in our chapter, see that I'm not wrote in exactly like this thing, whereas like in a like main deity in Egypt mythology is the sun. So the sun god we call as a Ra. Ra
Okay.
is the sun god. So the sun will be saying that. So he will be away from in a he will darkness will go and he will be the front runner. So that things are there. So you see that Hindu mythology also sun is there. Roman mythology is also sun is there. So you see that in all Egypt, Roman, all these things are in a similar characters will be there, but in a different ways there. So like Juno, which I told in sorry, Roman mythology. So whereas in Isis is the in Egypt mythology. So she is the protective mother. So like in a Thoth, so it is one of the you say that Egyptian he's another tooth wise in scribe. So Ankh, so scrap beetle. So these are the things are characters will be in, you will be reading in book. So which will be in another interesting chapter for the people who doesn't know about anything about for in Egypt mythology other than mummy.
Yes, to be very true, sir. We all, when we are talking about Egypt, we are like our all our mind goes on the mummies. There is lots of mummies. We just think about the mummies and pyramids only because they were famous for these two things only.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
from this book, we learn much more things about that Egyptian
Yeah,
myth.
it is one of the you can I told you na, from an each mythology at least we can write for in a 10 books. So
Obviously,
minimum. So and in 10 pages to writing some making a summary is always a biggest challenge.
obviously, sir. Obviously, I totally understand this. Like it's like you are giving the exams. It's like you are giving the exams. It seems like this.
Exactly.
So, sir, my next question is how does your book explore wisdom from the Quran?
See, Quran, you say that in Quran is something interesting to tell about Quran, especially when you are talking about for it is in during a holy month of Ramjan. So, see, Quran is one of the it is a Islamic religion. It is one Islamic and Christian religion is a very you can say that latest versions of in. Of religions in our newest religions in the world. So where it is in a Quran, it is a book. It is a Prophet Muhammad. What are the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad, especially in Quran? So how the stories of in a Quran. So it is a wrote, and how this you know that what is the you the Tawid. It is one of the taviz in whatever the we have to do it. So the whatever the God decides, we will be acting. So one of the thing, and Islamic the people will think about in a different manner, but the Islamic teaching says that you help the people, especially for the poor people. So they leave all the human beings in human beings in happy. So help the poor. So this is the one of the biggest learning. If you say that remaining things everyone knows it, but I felt that helping the poor and live fairly. So that is the Islamic religion teaches us. And
Okay.
especially in adversity times, how the resilience we have to maintain resilience. So this is another thing. Another thing is that in how the ethically decision making has to be there. So this is also one more learning. And social justice, that time when Islamic religion came, the social justice is a one more concept. And environment stewardship, how the environment stewardship to be done. So these are the things are very much very much in a we can understand if you read this thing. So when I started coming for in a these chapters, so I felt that the pages are I've taken more in explaining. So the coming for a last chapters I wrote in a very in a brief.
Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good, sir. Like, it's good to know about the Quran, and it's really good to know. So, sir, my next question is, can you share any insight from the Bible that apply to everyday lives?
Again, so the Bible, if you see that in a the you have it is again again it is a Jews and Jewish and again Islam, Bible. So these are the three religions are in a interconnected somewhere. So yeah, I read Old Testament, I read New Testament of the two books in Bible. So you have the Old Testament, second is the New Testament. So I'm not gone for any characters elaboration at Bible. So, but if you see that in a how understanding of the exact in a self you have to understand how the moral guidance in contemporary generation. So how these sensible matters, how to be good in the contribute the development of the earth. So these are the things are in a I taken a few inputs from in a Bible. So again, if maybe when if I get an opportunity, I elaborate in a much more like in a the what is that in four gospels, what Matthew, Mark, Luke, and coronation. So how the people are in they have told how this Noah Ark. So if you see that in a main thing is that in a Bible learning and guidance like Bhagavad Gita, so the for Hindus, like Bhagavad Gita for Hindu. So the 10 commandments is very much important, and the guidance for in a all Christians or all human beings. The 10 commandments, if you see that in a again, I am saying that whatever the teachings we have seen, it is that during that time how the say country is there, how the society is there. Based on that only the religion customs are all divided. Today's environment will be a much more different.
Yeah, obviously, sir. It's a really it's really good to know about all these things in one book. You did a very good job, sir. That's really
Yeah, yeah.
different mythology in a one book. So it's a good to the viewers who are watching this show. So it's better to go and get the book and read about different mythology in one book. So, sir, my next question is, what do you hope readers will take away from your book, sir?
See, it is a takeaway. If you see that takeaway from my book, see, if you talk about for if I told so many characters, when other than Hindu mythology, so you will find that new characters so far. So you might not had those characters. So that is a one thing I'm bringing thing. Second is that in a summary again I'm saying that summary of in a mythology and how the it is connected to the new generation. So especially the people who are watching today and future the people will be watching this book will help us to understand the learnings of in a various mythologies in the world.
Oh, that's good, sir. And so, my next question is any advice for your readers who want to use your book as an advantage or teachings?
See,
Any
I suggest the people should read with an open mind. So,
advice?
and suppose, see, I always believe that as we are all human beings. We don't know which religion we are unless our father says, our
Obviously.
parents is. So we are not belongs to and how which environment you have grown up. So that's how the religion customs will be there. You be open for the people on all religions. Whatever the thing is that you see that instead of in going in a perception, you understand the roots causes of in each religion and that time that country and you say that today's country where you are living where the environment is there you apply it. So I wrote in a modern entire this concept is I told you na, compared to other book and one is a mentioning
Mhm.
about the facts and stories and I am focused in a more about learning. So the you think about each word you take up as in a learning and you are the better judge whether to follow not to follow that
Yes.
teaching.
Totally depends on the readers who are reading this book, whether they
Exactly.
want to opt for it or whether they don't want to do that. Yeah, it's good. It's good to
And
know
i
like
i suggest I suggest all the people. So yeah, you encourage your kids to read this book because
yeah,
this book will help your kids go in a right path in the right at the right age.
yeah, obviously. So the viewers who watching our show, so please they buy their books for their kids as well, so they will know about the different mythology and the teachings and the learning. And learning is available in this book, so they will learn and follow in their lives. So, sir, my next question is like any project related to the themes living by the light that reader can expect from you.
So they can start for in a reading of which character they might be liking because in movie you will be seeing so many characters,
Mhm.
but we like some character very much we connect. So if you like any character you start reading about that character or some mythology. So you will go inside. So you will understand about like I told you in a Scandinavian mythology. The people are in a say that in a especially Scandinavian mythology is one of the another mythology the people doesn't read on this mythology in especially India. So it is in a Scandinavian. It is a Denmark, Sweden, and Norway. So these three countries follows that it is called as a Scandinavia. So that mythology, how that Norse, Norwegian stories will help. So you, so I told you when about thunder Thor. So the you will be having you see that Thor is a, one of the movie character. So if you see that who is a Thor actually, what is how it is there, how it who is his father, who is what is his son. So all these things will help and more interesting. It is not that it is a not boring. I'm saying that it is a more interesting.
Okay. So, like as Sir told that the book is it's not boring, so you will all enjoy while reading this book. So I'm recommend. So please buy the book. And sir, my next questions: whom you have to dedicate this book, sir?
See, I'm not thought about for whom to dedicate so far, but my father is passed away 5 days back. So and I told you in the starting, he is a creator of the Brahma, so he is also ended same thing. So I dedicate this book to my father.
Okay. Yes, sir. I can totally understand this. And so sorry to hear that, like your father is passed away, but still, he's available and he's seeing you today as well.
I'm doing my karma, so see, I accept the reality as a son, as a human being. So then I told you, na, all the Brahma creation will end. And my father also is same. So now I am doing my karma. What God is sent to on this for earth, I'm doing for in my karma doing, and I'm not doing its rituals also.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's really good to know about these things, sir. It's really good to know. Sir, my next question is this: like, will you come out with another book? We
Definitely
also
yes. Definitely yes. The if your the readers are buying and the publishers are ready, so definitely it motivates me to write another book.
okay. So, like, it's good to know that you are come up with like other projects as well. So, sir, my final question is like, is there any final message you would like to share with your viewers and your readers?
See, all one thing I told you. So like it hardly takes in 2 to 3 hours if you spend one movie, and you come and come back within something enjoyment and something having an experience. So in this book also it is a wrote in very 150 pages to understand entire thing, entire mythologies, especially for kids. I wrote this book is especially for kids. If you ask your kids to read this book as a movie, so they will be very interesting. I got kids the studying in especially in second standard and third standard students. Have taken a feedback, so they are very much liked. So they have started reading like in 5 pages, 10 pages in this thing. So this will be helpful for in kids. And please encourage the people around you. And you don't know this mythology, maybe you know that the Hindu mythology, you maybe know that Islamic mythology, or the people who knows one Bible. One of the saddest part I observed that in my surrounding places, they read only for their religion book, but
Oh,
they are not go for in a they doesn't try to understand other religion, so other mythology, other country mythology, which I told you I can relate Jewish, Biblic and Islam one part, whereas in a Greek, Roman and Hindu mythology one part. So you see that in a interlink characters, and you can see that in a it is like in a detective novel. So you will be find that which character belongs to which character. So which how the Romans called as a son, how what is the Greeks calls as a son, what Hindu calls as a son. So if you have this inquisitiveness, you will find this all these things are available in this book. So this
yes.
is the final message, Mohini. So definitely I'll come within a next book. Topic not yet decided. So if I get any feedback from publisher and any feedback from my readers, definitely I will try to work out and definitely I come out. I am came out from in coming out from in event happened to my father, and I'm coming out, and I'll start writing in a few more books. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So, sir, how can you how can our audience connect with you if they want to connect with you, sir?
So you can share my email ID and phone number, so they can connect with me.
Okay, sir. Okay, so sir, thank you so much joining us in this book launch event. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to talk with you, sir.
Yeah, thank you for your publisher to publish this book, and it has become a bestseller also, Amazon bestseller also, and we are launching formally book launch event today. So, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. थैंक यू एवरीवन फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। जो आज हमने जैसे कि मिस्टर कवियस नारायण से डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मिथियोलॉजी के बारे में समझा और जाना सर कि कैसे उन्होंने इतना लाइक इन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट मिथियोलॉजी को एक बुक की समराइज फॉर्म में उन्होंने जो बुक बनाई है। सो मैं कहूँगी कि आपने जो भी आज इस लाइक इससे जो भी इवेंट से आपने जो कुछ भी सीखा है वो वैल्यूएबल रहे और वो सब आप अपनी जो भी आपने सीखा उसको अपनी लाइफ में भी उसको अप्लाई करें और जो भी हमें सीखने को मिला। सो थैंक यू वॉचिंग अस एंड डू नॉट फॉरगेट फॉर लाइक एंड शेयर और सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल सर। ऐसे ही हम आगे भी आते रहेंगे अपने न्यू न्यू बुक लॉन्च इवेंट के साथ और आपको डिफरेंट डिफरेंट ऑथर से उनकी लाइफ की स्टोरी से हम आपको कनेक्ट कराते रहेंगे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर एवरीवन।